Okay, this is part 21 of Nos4a2. Home. She did not even try the front door, believing that it would be bolted shut. Her own bedroom window was 10 feet off the ground, not to mention locked. The windows out back were locked too, as was the sliding glass door. But there was a basement window that wouldn't lock, wouldn't even close all the way. It had been open 1/4 of an inch for 6 years. Vic found a pair of rusting head shears and used them to slice away the screen, then pushed the window back and wiggled in through the long, wide slot. The basement was a large, unfinished room with pipes running across the ceiling. The washer and dryer were at one end of the room by the stairs, and the boiler was at the other end. The rest was a mess of boxes, garbage bags stuffed full of Vic's old clothes, and a tartan easy chair with a crappy framed watercolor of a covered bridge propped up on the seat. Vic vaguely remembered painting it back in junior high. It was ugly as fuck. No sense of perspective. She amused herself by using a Sharpie to draw a flock of flying pricks in the sky, then chucked it and pushed down the back of the easy chair so it almost made a bed. She found a change of clothes in the dryer. She wanted to dry her sneakers, but knew that the clunk to clunk would bring her mother, so she just set them on the bottom step. She found some puffy winter coats in a garbage bag, curled up in the chair, and pulled them over her. The chair wouldn't flatten all the way, and she didn't imagine she could sleep, kinked up like she was, but at some point she closed her eyes for a moment, and when she opened them, the sky was a slice of brilliant blue outside the long slot of the window. What woke her was the sound of feet thumping overhead and her mother's agitated voice. She was on the phone in the kitchen. Vic could tell from the way she was pacing. "I did call the police, Chris," she said. "They told me she'll come home when she's ready." And then she said, No, they won't, because she's not a missing child. She's 17 fucking years old, Chris. They won't even call her a runaway at 17. Vic was about to climb out of her seat and go upstairs, and then she thought, fuck her, fuck the both of them, and eased back into the chair. In the moment of decision, she knew it was the wrong thing to do, a terrible thing to do, to hide down here while her mother went out of her head with panic upstairs. But then it was a terrible thing to search her daughter's room, read her diary, take things she had paid for herself. And if Vic did a little ecstasy now and then, that was her parents' fault too for getting divorced. It was her father's fault for hitting her mother. She knew that he had done that. She had not forgotten seeing him rinsing his knuckles in the sink, even if the mouthy, judgmental bitch did have it coming. Vic wished she had some X now. There was a tab of it in her backpack, zipped into her pencil case, but that was upstairs. She wondered if her mother would go out looking for her. "But you're not raising her, Chris. I am. I'm doing it all by myself," Linda almost screamed, and Vic heard tears in her voice and did, for a moment, almost reconsider, and again held back. It was as if the sleet of the night before had been absorbed through her skin into her blood and made her somehow colder. She longed for that, for a coldness inside, a perfect icy stillness, a chill that would numb all the bad feelings, flash freeze all the bad thoughts. "You wanted me to get lost, and so I did," Vic thought. Her mother slammed the phone down, picked it up, slammed it again. Vic curled under the jackets and snuggled up. In 5 minutes, she was asleep again.